Hi, Paul Howe, CSAT Way. I want to shoot a video this morning on carry positions and really times and how fast you need to be. So this will go out to both individual students and instructors. Students, you can pick your positions. We teach a certain position here for, well, it'd be holster, high ready, SUL, but there's other ones out there like the low ready. And we're going to talk about pros and cons, but we have to shoot a target and record some times to figure this out and really go, all right, what is applicable? What happens is in this world now we're adding another component, so red dots on pistols. What you can do is shoot this test with red dots and see how it works out for you, but I'm going to bring up some points. So right now I'm going to do eyes and ears. I've done a couple dry fires. I'm going to go appendix right now. Get my natural point of aim set up. I'm going to go ahead and load. So anytime I get too much stuff going on, I just reholster. Running a CED 7000 timer. And what I want to do is set the pace, so to speak, with the high ready position. So coil splash up the times. So I printed that one, and I want to print it good. So a lot of techniques out there on aiming when you don't have aiming reference points. What you can do is set up your first shot really good and then aim for that bullet. That's a technique. Now, what time did we get? 0.88. So I run usually a 0.88 to 0.82. And that's my first shot, high ready position. That kind of sets the standard. So what can we do now with other ready positions? We have some, I don't think they're as desirable as others. So I'm going to go SUL, and we'll talk more about this when we get down to the target. But what I'm going to do is shoot SUL position, see how fast I am. And what I'm going to do is it a viable position for LE, mil, or civilians? All right, a little slow there, 102, rolling through the SUL. I'm going to hit it again. I think I can go a little faster. Haven't been practicing it this much or dry firing it, but what I want to do is say, hey, we can shoot this on a flat range and get better for the shoot house. All right, 0.95. So under a second, rolling through SUL. Another position I see out there with law enforcement, I know I'm going to get beat up on this because I really don't know it, but I see it in a lot of training videos, this and that, is the low ready. So we'll talk about that, pros and cons. One second. Okay, not bad. So that's another position. Now, we know holster is going to be a little slower. That's another carry position. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to unload, and I'm going to move down to the target, show you the targets, my hits, and we'll take it from there. Let's see. All right, we're down at the target. So what I did, first shot, coil splash up the times, and then I started doing the other drills. This is my low ready. And we're going to talk about these positions and what's viable and what's not. So, high ready kind of sets the standard. Why I use it? Because it works in tube targets. It keeps the weapon in. What's a tube target? Well, it's a bus, plane, train where I'm moving down an aisle, crowded with people. So I want to be able to retain the weapon and push out. Simplest. So that is my standard position. And we have to back off and show students another position. So what we do is we use SUL. Now, I do a little different SUL. I put it on my little pooch right there, straight up and down. I cross my thumbs. That's just me. But it keeps the weapon in a neutral, so I can go right, I can move left, and the gun's, if it were to discharge, be right there. So, SUL position. So we roll through that. Coil splash up the times. Is it viable to teach a SUL position? Yes, but what you have to do is practice it on a flat range as well. So think about that. The low ready, here to here. As a instructor, I analyze things and I go, all right, so now it works, but what I have to do is find that front sight. I can shoot it out of the notch at this distance, a little high. But now what's going to happen is we're going to add a red dot on there. Low ready, red dot, are they going to find it? And this is the things that you as an instructor have to go out there and take practice. And if the agency is going to use this position here to here, then you may want to rethink it. It's got to work here before it goes into the shoot house. Next, why don't I like that low ready? Well, what I'm doing is moving in around people close like this. And what happens is with that, I'm putting a gun in their, we'll call it wingspan. Don't like doing that. So you have to think about that as a shooter and instructor. So I think Sewell is viable. Again, I cross thumbs and roll right through my high ready position. How fast you need to be? Well, we go accuracy over speed, and we kind of bill both up at the same time. So if you're an instructor and you're running your LEOs or mill, think about Sewell position or the low ready, which gives you a better advantage, better retention, and then again, can you roll through it? But you have to do it on a flat range. That's what's important. A lot of folks don't do that and validate it on the flat range. Timer I'm using today is the CED 7000. I think they're coming out with a new version. I've been using it for a lot of years. Great timer. So that's my 2 cents worth on the positions. I mean, you pick and choose, make an adult decision. As trainers, you don't want to have too many positions. And you have so much time in an academy to get folks through and certified. If you go to this position 2 down here, there's 4, because we have to teach holster too, and that's huge. So think about it. Hope this video helps you. You take care, be safe. I'll catch you on the range.